Welcome back to EJ Sport RC, where today we will be comparing the ZooRacing Pantera, Wolverine, and the Xtreme Speciale. So let's get into it. So this is the first run of the Panterra on Bill Sider's car. He's getting used to the steering, which he's coming from running a Xtreme Speciale on this layout for probably a month and a half now. So
I need to start the video over.
That little crash is kind of important because it probably costs him about 5 to 7 tenths, which will be important when I show you his pace in here in just a second. So with the Speciale on this layout, he has not run a 36 lap run yet, and at the beginning of the day today he ran 3 battery packs just to get the tires bedded in for the day, and his best lap times was an 8.4 with the Speciale, where you can see now he's already at 8.3 with the Pantera. So I think he ran a 35.502 with the Speciale. He has not done 36 laps on this layout with the Speciale yet, and he's already on a 36 lap pace on the first battery pack, figuring this body out. All of these runs that you're going to see today, there's a 15-minute cycle in between each run. We kept everything the same. The tires are going to be the same. They were sauced the same. No mechanical changes at all to the car. So you're just going to see results of the body change. Some of these runs you might want to fast forward through, but I recommend you watch the attitude of the car through these runs. Yeah, see, we're on an 8.3. We got a minute left to go, and we're on a 36.506 pace. So, like I said before, 35.502 was as fast as he gone on this layout with a Speciale. Now, all of these tests are going to be layout dependent, grip dependent, driving style. You know, like the title says, is it faster? Well, it's going to be all those factors. But the computer does not lie. So that's why I recommend that you watch all through the videos and watch the timing of what kind of a pace he's on throughout the entire run, because it's very dramatic if you're paying attention. Another thing to watch, his arc through the sweeper going onto the straightaway will vary here a little bit later on when he goes to the Wolverine. It's a hot lap 8.3. We're at a 36.507, so that's 5 seconds faster than he's gone with a body that on this layout he's been running for a month and a half. So now we have switched to the Wolverine, and interesting enough, he's got a high downforce wing from Radtech, which you would think would just lock the car in. And I noticed on his warm-up laps before this clock started that the car seemed loose, and you can see he's struggling to try and figure out what the car wants, what line the car wants. So there's enough handling difference between a Wolverine and the Panterra that you can't just throw it on and it's going to be similar. Just watch the attitude of the car. And the other thing I noticed, it's very interesting, because since I was trying to pay attention to the different lines that he takes with whatever body, the arc that he's now taking going onto the straightaway with this, watch the arc versus the apex. It gets wider. So we try and keep either hugging the pipe, or we try not to get outside of the piece of tape that's on the carpet track there. You'll see there's a few times his arc even goes beyond that. He's on it there, which is still too wide.
It should be giving it more grip.
Yeah, he's complaining that the car is loose, but he's got the high downforce wing on it, which should technically be more grip than the stock Wolverine wing, which the Pantera and the Wolverine rear wings are identical. And it just seems like the Pantera has more rear traction. Does it have more steering? I tend to think that it does. And a lot of that just depends on whether it worked with your car the way it's set up, to be honest with you. I did run his car after he ran these 5-minute runs, so I could feel the same thing that he was feeling. But that's just noticeable, the arc he's now having to take just throwing a different body on. And look, he's not even touching the 36 lap pace yet. And the hot lap, he's now at an 8.4, which he's probably going to struggle to get into the 8.3s. He probably will here towards the end of the run.
When I went to that from the OG, I just thought it pushed.
Yeah, and I'm explaining
mine
there.
Mine had a regular wing on it.
I'm running the stock OG twister with the stock twister wing mounted 4 millimeters back on the post, and then I went to the Wolverine, and the car stopped rolling. It didn't want to turn. And throughout this run, Bill has complained that you have to let off. See, we're still at a 35.5 flat, so we're not even at 36 yet. But he did get his hot lap down to an 8.3. But he's complaining that with the Wolverine, he's having to let off sooner to make the corners, and that you can drive the Pantera harder into the corners and not have to let off nearly as much. And after this run, I did take this Wolverine body and take that wing off and put a stock Wolverine body wing on it, and took it out, and it didn't go any faster. If anything, it was just a smidge looser than it was in this run. But watching these runs closely, you can just see the varying lines need to change, and that one was almost to the wall. I know he's trying to come around and go full throttle through this sweeper, but it's not working. Again, he's out at the tape. He's not hugging the pipe. There's one that's almost out to the tape. And I will say the pace is coming down because he's figuring out how to drive the track with this body. Now that one wasn't too terribly bad, but he can't do it on a consistent basis. So yeah, he's going to end. He just nipped the 36 lap 508 run, hot lap 8.3. So he can get the hot lap down to the same as the Pantera. So 15 minutes later, we're back with the Pantera. We're already at a 504 pace, 36. A minute 40 into it. Is the Pantera faster? It's got a bunch of variables. You've seen the lap times. The computer doesn't lie. Yeah, 8.4 average, 8.3. He can run multiple 8.3s. So for what it's worth, the computer don't lie. I know I'm going to have one in my arsenal.